G'day champions, a quick video for you today as we finally finish up this restoration. In the bottom left hand corner there you see on the screen there appears to be a little fracture in the plastic. I ordered a few new screens, we got them in and we're going to just install this one on this to make it complete. The surprising thing was that it wasn't actually a fracture at all. I'm about to take it off and surprise myself and realise that it was a little bit of double-sided tape that had somehow been pushed out as we were pressing it down. So initially there was nothing wrong with it. I could have cleaned it from removing the screen on the inside, but once I pulled it off, a little bit of the grey colouring on the inside of the cover came off, so we needed another cover anyway. And that's one thing to be mindful if you're doing any sort of restoration or retrobright on a Game Boy unit and you know that you want to separate as much as you can from the plastic that you're trying to remove the yellowing from. You want to be really careful when removing those. One of the reasons that I've had to replace a few of them is that every time I've tried to take one off, just like that, even though the glue hadn't been on there that long, the colour becomes incomplete and you can see through it and it looks really average. There's a lot of different versions online that you can get. You can see me comparing the one that I had on there to the one that we're installing now as a proper tempered glass screen, and the costs vary quite a bit, but it feels sturdier, it feels much nicer. See me just taking off the adhesive that was on the back there and the cover. I tried lining it up there and noticed that there was just the faintest, tiniest bit of dust sticking to the screen. So I wanted to just use a cotton bud and water to clear that off, and sort of pushed it around a little bit because it wasn't sticking to the cotton bud. But patience is the key here. You want obviously everything to be immaculately clean before you put the screen on, and we lined it up after taking off just a little bit of more double-sided tape to make it totally flush. Speaking of flush, because this is tempered glass as opposed to plastic, it does stand probably, a third of a millimetre taller. I tapped them on the desk there and I was comparing them now in front of the camera, and the newer ones that I got are much thicker and better. But we've installed it just that easy. You see from this angle how it sits up proud just slightly. And maybe that's a concession, but it's a better finished result, so we'll stick with that. That's what we had beforehand, and of course our finished product, which is going to be heaps of fun to play on. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share. See you in the next video.